USA, the BDQ.
I let one, you just gotta ignore it, alright? Alright.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. This is the moment that we have been waiting for all week. This is the final match of the Diamond Pro Players 10-Ball Championship. It's going to be played between Jonathan Pinniger, who won on the hot seat, and his opponent's going to be Shane Van Boning, who just defeated Corey Dool in a close match. And I think now we're going to watch an excellent match. Race to 13. They're just getting underway with the leg.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting match here. I'm glad to be back in the booth with my buddy Mike's Fingers. This is Sean Get Some Wilkie sitting in the booth, and looks like Jonathan Pinniger has won the leg, and I believe we're going to have a race to 13 now since it's the final match. Is that correct, Mike?
Yeah, we're going to have one race to 13 because it is the finals. They extended a little bit. I guess they want to see who the true champion's going to be, and I guess a race tonight just ain't long enough.
Right.
To make that determination. So we're in store for a good 2 or 3 hours of pool right now. So if you guys
sounds good. We're about to get down to business. Looks like.
Yeah. If you guys don't have your drinks ready and your beer cold and your bag of chips next to you, well, you're gonna miss out. I wouldn't move to go get them now, folks. We're gonna start this match again. Like I said, this is the final of the Diamond Billiards Pro Players 10-Ball Championship.
Right.
Here in Valley Forge, where we're at the Allen Hopkins Super Billiard Expo. Sunday, the last day of the event. We've been here all week since Thursday. We've brought to you some of the best 10-ball action ever.
Oh yeah, in the world for sure.
Yeah,
not just this country. I mean, it's just this is the best play that you're gonna see. I mean, we got people from Europe that are here in the tournament.
Philippines.
People from the Philippines. You know, even though it's not a big field, you know, we had 64 players,
yeah.
But still, it's the cream of the crop.
Yeah, 64 of the top players in the world, pretty much. And right now the match has started. Jonathan Pinniger does have he made a ball on a break, but he's stuck on that one.
So it looks like he's probably going to have to push out here.
Yeah. The 2 and 10 are kind of funny. I don't know if there's a possible carom, maybe a quick rack, if they can carom that 2-ball in, but.
Or we're going to have a battle here for a while on the 1, I predict.
Yeah, I think he's going to get this push back.
It looks like you could probably see the edge of it, but if he can't hit it full, I think you're right. He's probably going to give it back. If he can hit it full, he can bank the 1 down table over here near the side, maybe get it behind the 6-8 or even farther down behind the 7-9.
Right.
Depending on how much you can see of it.
Right. If he can see almost half that ball, he might even be able to bank it out and break out the 10.
Right. See where he's pointing now?
With that cue ball. So it looks like he can see more of it than I think. So he's probably going to try and bank that 1 up past that side pocket. And like you said, get him behind that 6 and 8. Maybe even bring the 4 balls to play.
Might be spinning it a little bit.
Oh, he decided to cut at it rail first.
Did he play the 1? Because if he did, Shane's going to have an option here. Or did he call safety?
It looked like he swung at it. So like you said, Shane might just take the opportunity here to put him back in if you don't like what he's left with.
If people out there are just now tuning in, this is pro tournament where we're playing all call shot. You know, so if you miss a shot and you accidentally leave your opponent safe after missing and you called it, the guy coming to the table has option to give it back.
See, and Shane missed a kick at it.
I'll tell you what, I think that billiard is on, as you was saying.
Yeah, it looks like he can cut at it. See, he's lining that up right now. He's looking to take a quick game right here and jump out to an early lead. And with this alternate break format, you want to build that lead up as fast as you can.
Right. I'm thinking on that shot before, as I was trying to guess, Pinniger probably went ahead and played a safety. He was just, you know, maybe trying to thin the 1, go down table, leave him safe, and looks like he got rewarded for it because Shane missed the kick.
Right, now Pinniger's probably going to slide a beat on his side.
Yeah, very possibly. I mean, looks like may not be as easy as we think. You might have to stun the cue ball a little bit. Kind of use reverse spin to help through the 10 in the hole.
Yeah. I think he's going to make this. Yeah, good shot by
landed good. It was lined up perfect.
And he's going to jump out to an early lead. He's got 1 game advantage off a good safety play.
Right.
He left Shane an opportunity to kick it to 1, but he missed it, come up short.
Well, what started on a safety play was he pushed out to a spot where Shane wasn't comfortable shooting the shot.
Right.
Actually, the push out,
he gave it back to him.
Is what won this game, I would say.
Exactly. Shane had the opportunity to play that safe back.
Right. He could have nipped the ball, maybe got it in. Unfortunate, but if you look where it started and where it ended, started with a safety and ended with a 2-10 billiard to win the game.
Right. Yeah, that was a smart move by Pinniger. He comes into this final match undefeated.
Yeah, he's having a great tournament.
He is. He's playing really well. He's playing out of Huntsville, Alabama right now. I think his homeroom is Shooters out there in Huntsville.
I believe he's had a couple titles in his near.
Yeah, in the recent past, he's had a lot of events. He's 2-time Music City Open, 04 and 09, 2-time Tennessee State Champion in 2009. He came in second at the All-Around at the Derby City Classic with 5th place finish in 1 pocket, 5th place in 9-ball, and 3rd place in the banks.
Seems like he's been getting out there and playing his game and performing at the high level.
Yeah, he's no stranger to these final tables.
I'll tell you what, the opponent he's got here in this final is going to be on him every step of the way. I know that for sure because I've had a similar appearance and experience with Shane Van Boening here in 2008. Me and him played in the finals, and I jumped out to a quick lead on him, 4 games to 1, and he started doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
Just jumping balls in from nowhere, playing shots, and like I said, I faltered on a little safety, and he took advantage and ended up coming back and beat me 13-7 in the final. And like I'm saying, Jonathan's not going to be able to do that in this match if he wants to go home as a champion.
Yeah, he's going to have to take control from the beginning and not make any kind of mistake or mental error.
Right.
And that's what we've been seeing all week. The players, they get to a point in the match, and I'm not going to say they fall apart, but they do make a mistake.
Right.
Or they do have a little lapse in judgment, and they make that mental error, and it allows the other opponent to get right back in the match. A good example would be that match between John Schmidt and Earl Strickland. Schmidt was up 6-1 on
I heard about that.
I
didn't get to watch it, but I heard about that.
Schmidt started to falter a little bit, get some bad rolls. Unfortunate scratches here and there, miscue. And then Earl Strickland took advantage and came back and won that match.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a great match. It was an incredible comeback.
Well, Shane's going to nip this in. He chose to hold the cue ball about 2 rails to get in this gap. And he's going to land close to the 5.
Right.
That's a touchy shot because he had to spin the 4 and slice it, so much to the right, and controlling the side spin on the cue ball at the same time can be tough.
What do you think he's going to do here?
I'm thinking the only option really is to nip the side of the 5. Try to leave it right around that area as good as possible. Have the cue ball come to this rail, spin it down, get down there behind the 6, maybe even the 9-10 if he leaves that gap.
Yeah, if he gets a real thin head on it, he could get behind. He can go the other way.
He's going to get the other way.
He might float up towards the 8 ball.
Big thing is he wants to leave that 5 ball, if he can, where it's blocked with the 7.
Right.
Because he's going to have the cue ball obviously down here with distance.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to play behind the 7 right here.
He's got to get to a rail.
And he hit it. He's going to play real well. It's going to have that's a good result for him. Although Pinniger looks like he can't see it. I don't know if he can make it. But, I mean, it's going to be an extremely difficult shot.
If he can nip it, you don't have a lot of options if he can nip it, but he's probably just going to kick to this top rail. Maybe if he gets it down there past the 9, he could actually leave him blocked.
Right.
If he wants to choose to go that way.
Yeah, he might play just a 1 rail. I don't know how much of it he can see. If he comes at it from the top, or past the 7,
right.
I don't think his chances of getting safe are going to be that good, because he won't have anything to hide behind.
True.
The 5 will be banking a little bit. The 1 will be banking off the long rail out towards the center of the table. He's not going to have nothing to get it behind. If he plays 1 rail like he's looking at right now.
Right. He's trying to find that angle to get that the 5 ball, right through that 8-9. It would be a great execution to do that. he could put himself back at advantage.
Absolutely.
In this safety battle we're having right here.
Yeah. He plays a good shot right here. He can get that cue ball tucked up underneath that 7 ball maybe. That also could help him.
This is going to be probably like a medium stroke shot. Don't want to hit it too hard.
Oh, he made a thin contact with it, and
Is he
unfortunately,
gonna get the 10 in the way of the 6? I think he did. That's fortunate there, because he left the table open. And now
yeah, he broke
Shane's
up that
going to have to
cluster.
go a different way for the 6 ball next. The 10 wouldn't have rolled down there. He could have shot the 6 obviously down in this bottom left corner.
I think maybe if he doesn't have any other options, he might draw back to right around where he is, a little bit past where he is now, and he might try to play that 6-10 combo, based on where the 8 ball is too.
Right,
the
yeah.
8 ball's in a funny spot.
Seems like it is in a funny spot because it's near that point.
Well, he played the power draw on that shot and
drew it. He's going to get to the
yeah,
side pocket.
Good shot. For him. He's got a good shot on the 6 ball on that side pocket.
He's looking at the 8. It might go in the side from the way he's looking at it. I'm not sure. If not, it's going to be tough to leave it up there, the cue ball by the 7 when it gets there for the 8, because if you don't land straight on that rail, we got the side pocket corner coming into play.
Right. Yeah, he stroked that 5 ball pretty good. Again, he's trying to tell Pinniger, hey man, I ain't afraid of you.
Right.
I'm going to come with the shot because I got it. Played a good shot there to hold the 7 ball on for the 8.
Looks like he's going to do it for the, for the 8. He's going to have to get as close as possible to this rail.
Right.
That he can. He's got a slight angle on the 7.
He's going to need to be dead on that rail. I don't think the 8 ball goes in the side pocket.
Yeah, he's looking at it.
Yeah, see, he's going to try and get dead straight on that 8 ball.
And if he does that, executes the straight in shot on 8, should be able to just either draw back for the 9, whichever he's coming with, stop it. You can actually shoot the 9 up here in the opposite corner, or roll down. You got so many options.
Right.
So the key here is to get straight on this 8 ball.
Well, he left himself a little bit of an angle.
Yeah,
the 8 ball might be down far enough where he can play off the point.
Can he slow roll it and miss the scratch? I don't think he's liking it.
He's looking at it, yeah. I don't think he likes it. I think he came up a little bit short on that 7 ball. And now he's trying to figure out what to do from here. Again, because he's got to play that. He's got to play the correct shot right here.
Right. The only thing I see, if he don't shoot it, which I think he's going to.
He tried to play it safe and leave him safe by the point. That was a tremendous shot.
Wow.
That was a tremendous shot by Shane Van Bonen.
That takes a lot of knowledge there in the pool world.
You don't
a lot of people try to
shot.
send the ball around the table and safe you between a ball.
Wow.
He chooses to safe you by the table in the rails.
I think
How
Shane,
strong is that?
I think Shane is here to win.
We're going to have a mass 8 shot here?
He's going to have to do something. He could play a 1 rail kick, but... Yeah, they're joking about something out there, but...
I'll tell you what, that was a great shot. You know, the control and touch it took to lay that cue ball close to that corner like that.
Without falling in. And to leave him blocked, he's just going to try and hit it and come off.
So you're going to slow roll this and try to lay on top of it?
Yeah, I can't tell if the 8's frozen or not.
I don't think it is, so he wouldn't shoot it this way.
Wow, he just barely got there, man, but he got there all right.
Can Shane nip this and get behind the 9?
That's what he's going to try right here.
I don't like it. I don't think he's got... I think he's going too thin.
I think he can spin it
if he
past
can walk
that 9.
around, if he walks around, he might be able to nip it the opposite way and get behind the 10.
See, that's not a bad option, too.
I don't think he can get enough here. Oh, he spun it good.
Plenty. Just enough to get by that 9 ball. So we're watching some pretty good safety battle right here, folks. It's rack number 2 of this final race to 13, rather.
Well, it looks like here Pinniger, 8 ball's a little bit too far off the rail to maybe go rail first and try to make it. So he's probably going to try his safety here.
Well, how do you think he's going to play this?
Only thing I can see you could do is try to hit the left side of the 8, have the 8 miss the 10, go back up table, and bring the cue ball down here somewhere.
Right. He's going to have to
unless
be
he's going for the shot, the one rail kick.
He's going to have to be a little fortunate here with
He
the leave.
did what I said, I see, and worked out. He's going to get the 8 ball up there.
Yeah, that was a good leave. He did leave Shane a cut.
He left him a cut, right?
Right. Now, Shane's going to fire at this, I think. He's going to play the cue ball up and down table and get down back this end of the table so he can play the 9 ball in that side pocket. I think
that looks like a good option.
I think all he has to do pretty much is hit this with a little bit of center ball, maybe touch a right hand spin.
Touch it right because of where the 10 is.
Exactly.
Right.
Stay away from the 10. And with speed, he's naturally going to go 2 rails and come back to this end of the table. He'll have an easy shot on that 9 ball and a good chance to tie this match
just
up.
Know your English, get down, and slice her in.
Yeah, just trust your stroke. You got to rely on your fundamentals at this point.
Right.
And just know that you can make this shot. Oh, he did hit that one pretty bad. And he's going to leave Pinniger a great opportunity here to take rack number 2.
Looked like he might have actually.
Looks like he thinned it going in.
Thinned it going in and then clipped it a little bit on the way off the rail.
That's possible.
That's the only way I can explain how the 8 reacted.
Yeah, it did come off the rail. Come off the rail pretty funny.
I don't know if Pinner can hold this. He can either try to hold it or he can go around.
He could play this 4 rails.
Table right underneath the 10.
Yep.
Shoot the 9 in the same corner.
That gives him. There you go. He gives him a chance to stroke the
And
ball.
It looks like that's what he's going to do.
Now he don't want too much angle.
He's okay.
You think he can still hit that side rail and not scratch?
Yeah.
Yeah, force it forward a little bit.
He should be okay.
Yeah, just 1 rail out, center of the table.
Good shot there. Good option on the 8 ball because if you don't want a chance sliver on an 8 and holding for the 9 because then it takes away from your accuracy on pocketing the 8 ball.
Yeah, exactly. You let your stroke out. You're not hitting a half a shot. You know, it's a full stroke. It's a full shot. You're going to pocket the 8 more often, excuse me, and you're going to get better shape on that next ball, which was what he did. So now he's going to enjoy a 2-game lead early on in this match.
Correct.
While they're racking the balls up, I'd like to take a quick second to thank our sponsors for this event. The people that are bringing you this live stream, InsidePoolMagazine.com, McDermott Handcrafted Cues, BilliardCommunity.com, which you can see on the screen there. That's like the Facebook of pool. And Fiddlesticks, which is in North Canton, Ohio. I believe Chris Zuder shoots out of that room. And we'd just like to give a shout out to those guys and say thanks a lot for providing this stream for us. You know, we've had 4 days of great pool action.
Yeah, everybody has been showing a lot of support for this expo, and it's been a wonderful journey so far.
Yeah. And we're down at the very end. We've had 4 days of great matches, and this is it right now, folks.
Jonathan has come up dry. 4 ball did not fall in the top corner.
Yeah, he's going to give Shane a chance at the table. I don't know if he can see the 1.
I think he can.
He might be able to clip it, but even if he just clips it,
I don't think it goes by the 9 ball. So if it does, I think he'll go ahead and shoot that.
He might try and play it.
Because the natural aim for the cue ball is to go 2 rails actually off the 1 over here for the 2 ball. That's next to the 5.
Right. Yeah, if he makes the 1 in that corner pocket past the 9, he's probably going to end up with a shot on the 2. If he doesn't end up with a good shot on the 2, he's in a good position to play safe right there.
Right. Or as we're speaking, if he can't make it, he's going to probably push to a shot that he's more comfortable with, and he thinks that his opponent, might give back to him.
Right. Well, in this instance, what do you think you would push to?
If I can nip the ball, I think I'll probably, like he's doing, you go ahead and do that option first. I would push maybe to the top rail or something like that, just distance and make him thin it and leave you safe.
Right. If
he wants to, or if he gives it back, you do something similar to that theory. Or you never know, Shane, he can easily push to the side rail and opt to do a jump shot.
He can jump it, right. He's been jumping balls great these last 2 racks, last 2 matches. He tried to thin it and put it behind the 9. It was a good save, but
leave a piece of the 1.
He did leave it sticking out. Now Jonathan has to pay attention right now, because even if he thins the left side of that 1 ball, the 5 is right there, the 2 is right there.
Right.
He's got no real. It doesn't look like he's got that big of an option to hide the 1. He might have to thin the 1 into the 5 and come 1 rail back out and leave the 9 as a blocker.
Right. Into the 5 that way. You can maybe try to nip the 2. Same thing. It goes up around the 3, but the main thing is the cue ball speed here.
Yeah, I think he's
to
going to
look
want
for your blocker.
He's going to want to get behind that 9 ball again, I think. Yeah, that was a good shot.
Went ahead and did your option. Straight into the 5. And controlled the cue ball. Good.
Yeah, he did. He controlled it really well. And now, if Shane can't see the left side of that 1 ball, which I don't think he can,
he's going to have to kick 1 rail, maybe.
He's going to kick 1 rail, and he's looking to just clip the 1, so maybe he can send the cue ball across table and maybe get tied up behind the 6. He wants to just thin it, maybe. I think the difficulty in that shot is that he's going to probably push the 1 up towards the 5, and if he doesn't get behind the 6, he might leave Jonathan a shot in the side pocket.
You can either do that. If you don't like that half ball hit on the 1, you can kick to the other side of the table 1 rail and maybe call it in the side if it's possible, or glance it off the 2 and send it up table. Hopefully leave Jonathan safe.
Right. Yeah, that would be an option.
Jump cue out. Wow, look at this shot.
Oh, I can't see this, folks. If he jumps this ball.
I'll tell you what, because of where the 9 ball is, he's actually playing to jump and land on top of the 1 ball here.
He's going to try and land on this, otherwise he's coming off the table.
Wow.
Unreal.
Watch out,
shot. What a shot. Stay up.
Come on.
He deserves a better fate than that.
After that shot.
What an incredible shot. He's been jumping these balls. And just incredibly these last 2 matches.
A lot of people don't realize how extreme that jump was there.
Oh, my God.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's completely unfortunate. He came with the shot when he needed it, man. And, it's just unfortunate that he couldn't control the cue ball.
I can't imagine how he's feeling right now.
No, he's feeling dejected.
Actually,
he's feeling dejected.
As good as I think he could.
Yeah.
And just got a tough bump.
Now, as good a player as he is,
he's going to be forced. He's going to be on 1 foul. Jonathan's going to snug him up against the 5, and he's going to be back in another spot on the table. Well, Jonathan played a good safety there, but he did leave Shane a 1 or 2 rail kick at the 2 ball, and based on right where the 4 ball is, he's got a decent chance of putting that 4 ball down. Yeah, of course. I think Jonathan was trying to bump that 10 and 3 and leave the 2 ball right near where the 3-7 is.
Right.
He would have been in a real good spot there.
I also think maybe he was looking to put the cue ball on the right side of that 5, as opposed to being on the left side.
Right, to take away the kick angle.
To take away the whole left side of the table. And then in that position, I think Shane would have virtually had no chance at making contact.
He would have either with that 2 ball tried something crazy. Obviously, he can't jump. He's so close to the ball. He's going to kick 1 rail. Like you said, I think they don't know if he's calling the 4 or he's playing safety.
He'd have a good speed. And he put it in, but I don't know if he called it. So
I don't think he did.
So Jonathan's going to get the shot, I think.
What happened?
I don't know. I guess they're having some discussion.
Question here.
Jonathan's, I think, is going to get the table right now.
I don't know here. Can he maybe try to follow through these balls with the cue ball and pocket the 4? The only thing you got to worry about there is where the 3 ball's going after this.
Right. The 3 might come off the 7, hit the rail, and then kiss the cue ball again.
Double kiss, right. I saw him pointing at the rail. He might have been thinking about nipping the 3 and then playing the 4.
That's what it looks like he's going to do. Rail first, hit the 3, roll up onto the 4. The 3 ball
should stay around that area.
It should. Maybe. It should push the 7 out.
He played a safety and
yeah, no, it didn't work. He hit that a lot thicker than he wanted, and he knocked the 7 away from that 3, giving Shane a good chance right now to get out and start closing the gap.
You can see this full ball. He should draw back to the bottom rail so he can give himself an option to get back down table for the 5.
I think from here he's pretty much just has to play a stop shot almost.
Can he roll it up? I think he draw back to the back rail.
Well, if he draws back and he clips that 4 ball, he's a dead man.
Good shot.
But he played a great shot. He came off the rail first. He's got that proper angle, like you just said, to come 1 rail between the 9 and 7.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what you're talking about.
I try to sometimes.
Yeah, you get the calls, right?
Been around this game a long time. You know, obviously I've watched it a lot. You know, my favorite players back home, stuff like that. And you just, when you see the table, you know, like you said before, there's a couple options the table gives you, and you know, sometimes there's only two. You got to choose one.
Right. You got to pick the right one.
Right. Or if you pick the other way, sometimes you just got to execute your shot better to get yourself back in line.
Right. And that's what these guys do better than everybody else. They might get out of position, they might get out of line. 1 or 2 balls later, they are right back in shape.
Right.
So it looks like
because they understand the importance of keeping the cue ball under control. Because you know you got 10 balls on the table, we're playing rotation, just like 9 ball where we got 10. So the more and more you get out of line, the more tougher the shots can be.
Exactly. So then they realize that, you know, and if they do get out of position, they get right back in line. And Van Boning looks like he's in great position right now to get a game on his side and move 1 game closer. He'd be trailing Pinniger by 1 game by a score of 2-1. So after 3 racks in this final match, Jonathan Pinniger is ahead 2 games to 1.
Another good thing for Shane. It's his option. His turn to break at the table, and he can actually try to get this match even here at 2 games apiece if he can break and drop a ball down and get a run out.
Right. That's the good thing about this alternate break format. It's good and it's bad, kind of. You know, if you're hot and you're making balls, you don't have the opportunity to put a 3 or 4 pack together and stretch your lead out on the guy.
Right.
Just the same, if you're shooting bad, your opponent doesn't have the opportunity to put a 3 or 4 pack run on you.
Very true.
You know, so you still have a chance to get back.
It seems like as long as you, in this format, as long as you can stay composed and keep your concentration, you know you're going to be getting back to the table within 2 games to break and pretty much control your own destiny.
Right. I think that's what the spectators enjoy about this, because if both players play to their ability, you're going to have a hill match.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's going to be a tight match. It's going to come right down to the final game. And again, that's the importance of winning that leg, because you'll have that first chance
if it comes down to
in the match game,
right,
because you won the leg. And I mentioned that before. I said, you know, people never practice their leg, which they should actually. It sounds silly and just roll the ball up and down the table, but you practice your leg when it comes down to a tournament.
2 coming down around.
Yeah, 2 ball found gravity.
The
4 ball is going to get up in front of that 1, but like I was saying though, if you practice your leg, it'll pay off big, and here's going to be proof, I think, you know, if it comes hill.
Of course. That would be a great match if it went hill here.
Yeah, final match, hill.
Race to 13.
Wow. What more can you ask for? You know?
If I'm correct, last year's match with John Schmidt and Corey Deuel actually went hill last year here at the Super Billiards Expo, so that would be something that you could be prepared for. Good shot here. He's going to bank across corner.
Yeah, he played a good shot. He got down on that 3 ball.
I like how he banked that 1 ball with slow speed, because that allowed him to get the cue ball out of the way on the cross bank so he could come back down table for position on the 3.
Right, and he's got good position to get on that 4 ball. And
what do you think the key shot is here in this rack?
I think it's going to be getting on this 5 ball. Not
Angle
to make it exactly.
He's
got to get on this 5 ball good enough so that he can get to the 6 without disturbing any of those balls and getting trapped.
That's what I'm thinking.
You don't want to get trapped behind them. And he played a good shot right here. He can just roll this little bit of right hand spin. 1 rail come out between the 8 and 7 and give him a shot on the 6. Now, what do you like here? You like going forward with a little bit of spin? You can hit it softer.
Right. It's
or you
want to
what
you're comfortable with.
You have to pound it and come back.
I probably follow with 2 rails, because sometimes on this shot, if I don't get enough flow right, the cue ball seems to leak towards the side pocket, and it gets a little nervous.
Right.
Yeah, so you see, he did the same thing. You take the side pocket out of the way, you just go forward.
Right.
You know, because if you would have went the other way, you got to spin it and kind of, you know, hold up a little bit, so you don't go too far. If you just allow your angle and go with it, the table's going to work with you.
Right. Now, what do you think he's going to do here? He's going to draw back a little bit above the 8?
He could be doing that, or he could be slow rolling it because of his angle.
Yeah,
he did that.
Nice shot.
I wasn't sure if he can get above it.
A little bit of spin to help push that 8-ball down table.
Right.
That was a good hit. He shot that one pretty good. Now he's going to be in
Shane's
great
looking good
position
here.
Yeah, he's going to win this game too, and he's going to tie the matchup 2 games apiece.
Roll down. It's going to be straight in on the 10.
Yeah, he's going to put that down, folks. And after 4 racks, we have a tie game, 2 apiece. We're going to step out and go to a quick commercial break, so don't you guys go anywhere, okay? We're going to be right back.
Thousands to be won. Open 9-ball, amateur 9-ball, ladies 9-ball. Log on to gamblerprotour.com for more information. Don't miss playing in these spectacular events. The McDermott Gambler Pro Tour. The McDermott GPT Shark.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Jonathan Pinniger is at the table. He's getting ready to break apart rack number 5. We're going to watch his break closely. We're going to see what he's going to do with that cue ball.
See how the 1-ball reacts and
Yeah.
everything.
We're going to see how the spread is here. I wonder if he's playing that 5-ball. Looks like he is, yeah. He knows that break too.
Worked out. Watch
That
out.
same break Corey Dual plays.
7 held up for him. And
Everything's
if the 1
spread
ball
open.
goes by, we got an open table here. No balls are touching.
Yeah, this could be a good rack for him. Quick way to take a 1-step lead in this match.
This would be a good counter to Shane's break and run just a moment ago.
I think he's playing that combination. Yeah, that was a good shot. I think he hit it a little hard.
Yeah, he tried to judge to keep the 1 on this side of the table so he could shoot it down the corner. And like you said, he hit a little bit stiff.
He might try to cut this 1 ball in the right-hand side pocket with right-hand spin and come 2 rails.
He could. There's a lot of traffic, so, but that's definitely a good option.
He might play with high
He can
ball,
judge
play
it.
2 rails between the 3 and 10.
He's going to play it safe.
But yeah, he just played it safety. Just like you said, there was a lot of traffic down there, a lot of congestion. He didn't want to get stuck.
I think a lot of people are saying Jonathan's game obviously is good this week, so it's probably a combination of good shooting when you got to open a table and similar safeties like this that are just helping him overcome and beat his opponents.
Right. See, and what I was saying all week is that you have to play the right shot. The table is going to dictate what you need to do next.
Get a scratch here, or is this going to be good?
No, that's going to hang up good for him. All right, and
I'm
Jonathan's
going to predict we're going to see a jump shot here.
Yeah, I think he's going to jump this thing. I don't see him. He can play 1 rail kick off the short rail. He can play a 1 rail kick off the long rail.
Right.
But like you said, I think he might be aggressive. He's going to jump and he's going to play it in that corner pocket. I think the cue ball.
If he gets away with it, hits it solid. The cue ball is going.
Yeah, I think it's naturally going to drift past the 8.
Probably it could go that way, right? And he could get a shot on the 2.
Yeah. Yeah, he played a good shot. Now, unfortunately, he didn't make the 1.
Well, we'll see
And,
if he.
I
I don't know if he called it.
He put it down, but
if
now
he called
he's
the
stuck.
1. Shane has option here because he made it illegally.
He made it
pocketed
exactly.
in another hole.
Exactly. We're playing these new rules. Not new, but they're call shot. You have to call all your shots.
They're very similar to the world standardized World 10-ball rules.
So.
And Shane's going to jump with a full cue here, I think.
I think this is Jonathan shooting again. I think Shane's going to give it back to him.
Did he give it back?
Again, if he gets it back, he might as well go for it. No, Shane is at the table. I think he's debating, right? He's debating whether or not he wants to give Jonathan Pinniger.
I tell you what, this is like deja vu for me. As I was speaking, I played Shane in 2008 at the same tournament, and a similar shot like this, full table. He snapped the ball, made it, drew it back half table.
Yeah.
Perfect on the shot, and ran out on me.
That's brutal.
I mean, what can you do? The guy executed a shot. He deserves it. All I could do is, sit there and all.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind losing that way
I
either.
played a great safety, but
Right.
the guy came with a shot, and
if the guy comes with something, after you lock him up, all you can do is just.
Right, you come down to it. He deserves it.
I just appreciate the fact that
Right.
he played a great shot, and I'm not going to say I enjoy getting beat like that, but.
Oh no, of course not.
If the guy plays flawless.
If he's not getting lucky on you, if he's doing what he's trying, the guy deserves it.
Exactly. Jonathan had a little bit of that 2-ball he could see, so he didn't have to jump. He left Shane distance. And
played a good safety there.
He played a real good save. Shane does have a couple of options. Neither which are good, you know. He's going to come off the left side or the right side of that 2-ball. The best chance for him to get safe.
This is tough here because
yeah,
how they're lined up kind of straight. You know, the cue ball's going to have to go right or left when he shoots. You know,
right.
Chose to go off that side. He could get a good roll here with the 6.
I think he did. Yeah, I think he tried to play that 2-ball into the 7
and send the cue ball down.
Exactly, to
near the
keep
10,
the cue ball down here.
Because of the distance, it's hard to judge, and he actually hit it a little bit thicker than he was trying to.
You might see another jump shot right here.
2-ball corner, John?
Okay. He's only got to get over a small piece of that 6.
And he's probably definitely going to go ahead and try to call it straight in the corner.
Right. If it goes in, too, he's going to have a shot on the 5-ball, I think. Or
is the 5 nice? It might be the 3.
It's either the 3 or the 5.
Right.
He might get perfect on that shot next. So he's looking at it. I think he's definitely going to play the jump shot.
He's trying to make sure he's comfortable because he's got to reach a little bit onto the table.
I played a good shot and he just missed. He might get fortunate though to leave.
Looks like he might leave a gap.
Yeah, he might have left a small window in there, which would be unfortunate because that gives Van Boning a perfect opportunity to pull ahead in this match.
Right. Yeah, it looks like he does.
Yeah, he's stroking at it like he can see it. All he needs to do right now is get good on that 3, which he did. He's going to play pretty much a stop shot, a little bit of bottom, maybe drift over to the left-hand side. 6-ball goes in the side pocket.
Yep, and then if he holds his angle, he should be able to come straight up table for the 7 next.
Right.
Which he did. See how he stayed below the 6, so he naturally comes up table for the 7.
Right. Yeah, he's using the natural angles.
That's the only way you can make this game easier.
Right.
You know, instead of you want to do the best to take as much stress off your body and just play the angles. Definitely rotation games. That's the way to go. You don't want to try to get straight in on every shot.
No, you have to have that angle. That's the only way to give yourself a little bit of the only way to give yourself access to the rest of the table is if you have an angle coming off that object ball.
If you want to get whitey where you want it.
Exactly. You don't want to angle. You don't want to be dead straight because if you're dead straight, all you can do is stop, draw, or go forward. Exactly. You're very limited. But he's going to get himself perfect on this 10-ball, and Shane Van Boning is going to take a 1-game lead. After 5 racks at this championship match, Shane Van Boning is ahead 3 games to 2.
I'll tell you what, Jonathan started good, had a 2-0 lead. Now we got Shane ahead by 1 game and at the table breaking. So this could be a big swing here in the match. Ended up coming down to a slightly fortunate shot, I like to say, on Shane. Nipping that 6-ball and leaving Jonathan safe.
Right.
And he had to opt to shoot the jump shot.
Right.
And
he played a good safety.
Either way, though, you know, he played a good safety. And Shane ended up winning the rack.
And it worked out for him, right. Now, if Shane comes with one of his patented breaks and sinks 2 or 3 balls and gets dead on that one in the corner pocket, that could be a 2-game swing right here.
Oh, for sure.
Not a 2-game swing, but it'll put 2 games on his side of the wire real quick. And it's going to put Jonathan Pinniger in the hole.
Right.
He was up by 2, now he's going to be down by 2.
I'm going to make a little prediction here. 1 ball is going to be sitting pretty up in the top right corner.
Where do you think that 9-ball's going?
The other side. 1 was going up there.
Yeah.
Got blocked by the cue ball.
Got kicked back down by the 3 also, but looks like he did manage to make a ball. He does have a shot on the 1.
In the side?
Yeah.
If he can. Cue ball is going down here. He's got to watch out for the obstructions of the 10 and 7.
He's going to come between the 10 and the corner pocket, I think.
Maybe use inside, come back up.
That was a good shot. Inside, he reversed it off the bottom rail to give him a shot on that 3-ball. Now, I think it goes past the 4. It looks like it goes past the 4-ball. He'll have an angle to come back onto that 5. Yeah, he's got plenty of angle.
Right?
He's got plenty of room to get past that 4.
And as we're looking, if he can get to the 5 with a good angle, see how he lands on the 4.
Yeah, he overstroked it.
Can he follow down and come back up?
Yeah,
straight high.
He's going to come back up, trying to get around center table. He wants to leave a little bit of an angle. That's perfect, because now he'll play the cue ball 2 rails and play the 6 in that side pocket, because it doesn't go past the 10.
Right. It could go past the 7.
Yeah, but I think on this shot here, he doesn't want to hold it up.
Right, and it's more comfortable to go 2 rails, like you said.
Exactly. He just played a stroke, a natural shot, and he didn't want to have to hold nothing up.
Yeah.
And the cue ball has to come back this way if you play bottom left. So the natural position would be for the side pocket.
If you watch a lot of the top players, you'll see the cue ball always going to a rail and coming off a little bit, because it's better to judge it that way and then to judge just the roll near the rail.
Well, he came up short on this shot. Shouldn't have a problem just rolling this inside pocket.
Right.
He just needs to get straight on the 9.
If he really likes it, he can go around 3 rails.
Yeah, he played a good shot there. Again,
Angle probably wasn't as bad as we thought.
Right. And again, he's kind of holding the cue ball up by playing it in the side pocket.
Right.
This way he naturally lets it run around the table a little bit, and he's going to get perfect on that 9.
I'll tell you what, Shane's opening up here.
Yeah. He's going to start turning up the heat on Pinniger. Shane Van Boning is now leading this set 4 games to 2. And while we got a second here, they're racking up, I'd like to give a shout out to my guys in Wisconsin, the Wild Eyes Creation guys. I happen to be a player rep for them. I met them at the Expo a couple of years ago. They make the cue holder.
Definitely. They got a wonderful product.
They got a great product. They make a pocket snake, which is actually a pocket choker. They call it the pocket snake. They have T-shirts and keychains and such like that. And you guys can go to wildeye'screations.com and check out all their stuff. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. I know Wilkie enjoys their product. You play with one of their cue holders too, right?
I've had their cue holder for 2 to 3 years now. Ever since pretty much when they came out with it. I believe you actually introduced me to it.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful. You know, I use it at every match I go to. You know, you ain't got to worry about your sticks, you know, falling down off the rack and falling on the floor, dinging them up. You know, they sit right up on the table, and it's a great product.
Yeah, exactly. It's a natural rubber product. It's got a natural tackiness to it.
Right.
They're all hand poured, so even if a buddy of yours gets the same color, they're not going to be the same, because I think they're 3 separate colors that are all hand poured, and no 2 are alike.
Right, you're going to have your unique style.
Exactly. While we got a second, though, is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out to? Maybe one of your sponsors?
Definitely, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Lucasi Hybrid Cues and Q and K Sales, because they actually last year, right after the expo, picked me up as a player representative, and they've been working out good. And they're just awesome people.
All right, yeah, that's working out pretty good with you, right, Lucasi?
Yeah, it's working great, man. I actually met them for the first time here at the expo in person, and they're wonderful people.
Yeah. All right. Well, while we got a break in the action, we're gonna take it away for a sec. We're gonna go to a human interest piece. We're gonna show you guys a little bit about the expo, I guess. So we'll be right back. Stay with us.
I'll never forget the first time I rode out there. I got to the last toll booth. The guy says to me how much it is. I said, what, did I hit somebody?
Hi, I'm Katie Witham for Inside Pool Extreme News. We're here at the 2010 Super Billiard Expo. I'm here with Dennis Hatch. How did you do today?
I won, but I didn't play well.
You didn't play well?
No, not at all.
What'd you do wrong?
I just made a few mental errors, missed a few balls, rushed them, shot them too fast, and bad safety play. I played a couple safes and just tried to go like 2 rails and hook them behind the ball, and I left them wide open.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Jonathan Pinniger is back at the table. I believe he is racking right now. He enjoyed an early 2-game lead in this match, but now Shane Van Boning has kind of turned the tables on him, and he's taking a 2-game lead.
Yeah, we've had first 2 games to Jonathan and the next 4 to SVB.
Yeah, the South Dakota kid. He might be catching a gear.
I'll tell you what, if Jonathan really needs to get this game, because as I was speaking earlier in the last match, when Shane was playing Corey, there's not too many times you're going to have Shane like pretty much collapse, you know, when he's in the lead. And every time Jonathan makes a mistake, he is going to capitalize.
Right. Yeah, Shane.
Like here, he comes up dry, and one's tough here, but it looks like he might have an option to play it off the 5 and the side.
Yeah, the 5 ball makes that side pocket pretty big. He's got to be careful if he decides to play
I really
that.
like this option, though.
Yeah. He doesn't want to come too far, though.
More
because
the 2 is,
he's
right?
going to have to play the 2 ball either in the side. I don't think it goes in the side. He's going to have to play it up in the corner.
That could be bad here. The 5 could block that with this billiard.
Right. He has to hit it soft enough to stay on that 2, which, like you said, might put the 5 up.
And the 5 got
The
passed.
5 got passed. I don't know if he could play the 2 ball in the side pocket.
He can play a lock-up safety here if he wants.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going to try and do. He might be able to spin the 2 in and push the 3 towards the corner pocket. No, you're right. He played a good lock-up safe.
Good
now,
shot. See, he
now
went for that option because it was a very simple shot to stop the cue ball, and you're guaranteed to have him. I don't know if he's frozen to the 3, but you're going to have him locked behind the 3 ball.
Right.
And 2 ball's going to be down table.
He's got 2 options the way I see it. He's going to play 1 rail on this side of the 6,
Well,
which is what he's doing.
So he's going to have to use a little bit of
of
low.
draw. Oh, and he made
Right.
a good kick off the end rail.
To
He
shorten
got
it up.
fortunate, yeah.
Uh-oh, watch out. We could have a 10-ball billiard.
He got fortunate to hit it off the end rail, but
That's what it
unfortunate
looks like
to
we're
leave
going
it.
to have that for sure.
Right, exactly. He's going to play that 10 ball in the corner pocket.
Well, he's going to play here probably like a half ball hit on the 2. He can either opt to use a little bit of low left or straight low, depending on what he's more comfortable with. He's jacked up over the 5, so might just choose to use a little straight low, squat it over.
And he got a
got a
fortunate
good bump there. We double kissed it in.
He got a good fortunate double kiss on that 10 ball. And he's going to go up 5 games to 2 right now. And he's starting to pull ahead. Now, if Jonathan Pinniger doesn't watch out, he might find himself in a situation that he can't crawl out of.
Especially with this alternate break
exactly.
format.
Because guess who's breaking now?
Yep.
SVB.
Similar thing happened to me. If I can remember, I'm pretty sure when we played in 2008, it was alternate break also. We were playing 9-ball, but same thing happened. I was up 4-1. He comes back, gets it close. He's breaking real good.
Right.
I'm breaking, you know, a little bad, or maybe I make a ball. I got to I lose a safety battle, and he just pretty much played flawless from there out. And it looks like that's what he's ready to do now.
Program. All right, we're still watching the action live. We're having a little bit of a technical issue, I think, with the video. So we're going to see.
Well, give us a minute here if you guys are watching. We're going to try to touch this up a minute.
If you guys can hear us, I'm apologizing for this technical issue. Okay, we're going to be right back after a short break.